So we have this young sister that's on this picture named Destiny Tompkins. Now, this sister worked at Banana Republic, and we created a playlist on our channel called The War on Black Hair. And this playlist is going to feature stories like this. And this is how black people, and especially black women, are highly discriminated against, even from the hair on their head or any style they wear, because Caucasians don't understand it, or they feel that only Caucasian hair is the only hair that should be acceptable, and anything related to black people, that should not be acceptable. And you're going to read this here exactly how they discriminate. So this sister writes, so today I went into work at Banana Republic at the Westchester Mall, and after the district manager, a white woman, popped in for a visit, I was told to go to the office to speak with my manager, Mike, who is a white man. I came in and he questioned me about the dress code, and immediately I thought there was something wrong with my outfit, but he sat me down and questioned my hair instead. He told me that my braids were not Banana Republic appropriate and that they were too urban and unkept, which means they're too black, and in his mind he feel it's ghetto for their image. So basically what this man is saying is, translation, it is not appropriate for Banana Republic. I want you to have the yaki weave going down your back, and then that's okay. But you cannot have braids, you can't have dreadlocks, you can't have an afro, you can't have just your hair curly, because it is not Banana Republic appropriate. Now, some brothers, and I'm going to tell you brothers something, listen to this video. Some of you guys attack the sisters heavy about hair extensions, but this is what happens to black women when they wear natural hair. And a lot of times they're so pressured by the racist Caucasians in this society who practicing white supremacy, then they just go ahead and just buy the hair extensions. That's what a lot of that comes from. See, black men don't go through this as much unless they do have one of these hairstyles, but black women go through this a lot. And so sometimes they just get to the attitude like, man, forget it. I don't want the headache. You know, I'll put in the perm, I'll put in the weave just so I can kind of have a job. So, you know, some of your brothers, you need to lay off of that sometimes. You really don't understand what some of the sisters will go through at the hands of these white folks. Now, he said that if I didn't take them out, that he couldn't schedule me for shifts until I did. So basically, he's telling her that you can't make no money until you take the braids out of your hair. But he don't go tell no white girl that they got to change their hair or they can't make no money. This is clearly discrimination against black people. Attacking the hair. One thing you guys understand, the scriptures teach hair is the glory of women. All women have something about their hair, no matter the race. And only the black woman in this nation is attacked heavily about their hair. I can't find no other race of woman that's attacked so much about their hair. But the crazy part about it is when you have Kylie Jenner or some other Caucasian female copying the same hairstyle that this young sister have. Oh, it's trendy. Oh, it's edgy. It's exotic. It's everything great with that. And I promise you they wouldn't tell a white girl nothing if she had the same style. So this is also part of the racism that black people deal with in this nation. Now, she said, when I tried to explain to him that it was a protective style for my hair because it tends to become really brittle in the cold, he recommended that I use shea butter for it instead. Now listen to that devil. And I call him a devil because he's being racist. He has no clue of what he's talking about, for one. Why is it that he even speaking on her hair, for two? And for him to say use shea butter, he probably one of these internet trolls. She said, I've never been so humiliated and degraded in my life by a white person. Well, let me tell you something, Sister Destiny Tompkins. It's not going to be the first time. It's definitely not going to be the last. You need to get used to it. You're kind of being woken up to what's going on in society. So welcome to that club. So she said, in that moment, I felt so uncomfortable and overwhelmed that I didn't even finish my work shift and ended up leaving. And you should have left. You do not put up with someone disrespecting you, degrading you, and being racist towards you. Now, she says, when my friend's mom called the store to find out my manager's last name, she said she only been working there a month, so she didn't know it. He refused to give it to her. Now, young sister, or anyone, when you work a job, the first thing you need to find out is your supervisor's first name and last name, their position, and what their job duties are. Then you need to find out their boss, first name, last name, and what their job duties are. And then see if you can find out who's the boss of them. That way you know the chain of command. Don't go to a job only knowing the guy is Mike and don't find out his last name. Now, if he was right, he would have gave the last name, but he knew that he was foul. Now, she says box braids are not a matter of unprofessionalism. They are protected styles black women have used for their hair, and to be discriminated against because of it is truly disgusting and unacceptable. Young sister, these people don't care nothing about you explaining anything to them. And I'm going to continue to say this. We are at a point in this country and going forward, don't explain nothing to them. They know this stuff already, and they still do the things that they do. They don't care. You can eloquently explain it. You could be so nice how you explain it, and they still is going to practice racism because they cannot operate without it. Period. And understand something. What that man's telling you, you got to think about what he's really telling you. Banana Republic isn't a brand that was meant for you black people to be wearing. Because if it was, he wouldn't have told you anything about your hair. They created Banana Republic for them, not for you. And some black people need to understand that some of y'all run to all these different brands. You really need to find out how these brands feel about you. You wearing their product. You really need to think about that. So she says, make this public because they need to be exposed for their blatant racism and discrimination. There's no reason why a white person should feel allowed to tell me that I can't wear my hair the way that I want because it's too black for their store image. So she says, boycott Banana Republic. Now, what I say, young sister, is that's not a brand that I even thought about buying. And anybody who is buying Banana Republic, you should take this sister's advice. We have to get on code here. And getting on code says if you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. And as the old brothers and sisters have said, no respect, no money. It's just that simple. You have to make these people respect you. You can't let them get away with treating that young sister like that and you continue to go back to their store. Now, this is what they're going to do. They're going to hear this video and they're going to come in because they have a code as well. And their code is defend all businesses that's related to us at all costs, even though they're not going to make a dime off of defending this business. So they're going to say things like, well, it's not the whole Banana Republic. It's just that store, or it's just this individual, or it's not really what you think it is. I mean, it's wrong, but I agree with it's wrong. I mean, I think our hair looks nice and I wish my hair could look that way. But I mean, you don't have to really say boycott. This is the things they will say. And I'm telling you this ahead of time because I'm going to start cutting off their comment before they use it. That way they can't play that game. Because remember, they are the masters of deception and deflection. So don't get caught up in answering if that one store is bad or that one person is bad. Don't get caught up in that. That's because if you get caught up in arguing with them on that, then you're going to forget the meat of the message. You're going to forget the reason. We've seen this so many times. Like I said, look at the playlist of War on Black Hair. You'll see this over and over and over. When you see them doing this over and over and over, they're in different locations of the country. It's not the same people. So you can't say, well, it's just this one individual. No, it's an inherent thing that is being done to black people. So the best response is, and like I said, I'm going to tweet this video that I'm making to Banana Republic and let them know that your district manager that was there told this guy to get after this black girl for her hair. But she don't tell none of the white girls anything about their hair. You get what I'm saying? So, Sister Destiny Tompkins, if you do see the video, reach out to me, email me. I'd love to talk to you and bring you on the show and hear it really from the horse's mouth. But this is wrong. This young sister want to work and do things on her own as a kid should do. But she's told that she can't come to work unless she's bowed down to white supremacy. And understand something, bowing down to white supremacy is changing your hair or changing the way you speak or changing the way you dress or assimilating to make them happy. That's bowing down to white supremacy. And I don't agree with no group. I don't care who it is, black, Arab, Hispanic, whatever group you want to be. I don't agree with nobody submitting or assimilating to them. Every person could be who they want to be. You wear your hair like you want to wear it, as long as it's clean, as long as it's not smelling, or whatever. Hey, wear your hair. It's not preventing you from doing your job. Wear your hair. That's how I feel about that. But let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Once again, another black girl being discriminated against by racists at her job. It never stops, but we will keep on reporting it and sharing it with you. And when these people say that, hey, racism don't exist, hey, this don't happen, then you could have a point of reference to show them when they try to play that game with you. So make sure you share this video, as the sister stated about sharing this, like the commentary, and subscribe for more news stories.